Yes, guys, what's going on? So, Kell Brook versus Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. We could be seeing this fight in 2017. Hopefully, we will see this fight. It's looking very promising. We've seen Khan talking about Brook a lot. We've obviously over the years we've heard a lot about Brook, calling out Amir Khan, and we've talked so much on this channel about this fight. Everybody's talked about this fight a lot, but one thing I haven't done yet on this channel of recent is actually broken this fight down. We've seen a lot about a lot of these two fighters. Recently, Khan moved up to Canelo weight at 155, got knocked out. Kell Brook got stopped at 160 pounds by Triple G Gennady Golovkin. Both took on monsters, both came up short, and now we're looking at this fight, and to be honest, it hasn't grown much bigger than it's been in the past. But this fight is a mega fight. It's always going to be a big fight, and the fight needs to happen. It's a huge domestic clash, but let's get straight into it and let's talk about this fight. Now, firstly, Kell Brook, okay, he's a very good boxer, a very good boxer. He's got excellent footwork. Okay, when I say footwork, I mean his skill of foot is very good. He comes from the Ingle camp, so he fights orthodox, he fights southpaw, he can switch his stance. He's got one of the best jabs, if not the best jab, at 147 pounds. He's got a very stiff, strong jab. He's got good lateral movement on his feet. He doesn't go back in straight lines. He doesn't come forward in straight lines. However, Kell Brook is not a very good aggressive fighter. I wouldn't say he's the best hunt down kill fighter. He's actually a skilled boxer, and he's a very well-rounded fighter. The best way to describe Kell Brook is this: someone like Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm not comparing Kell Brook to Sugar Robinson, but Sugar Robinson is ranked as, by most people's records, as the best pound for pound fighter of all time. However, he was not faster than Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay, he didn't carry punching power of that of a, I don't know, Triple G. Okay, he didn't have the toughness of, say, a Rocky Marciano. But what he did have was all-round brilliant speed. He had all-round brilliant power. He had all-round brilliant a brilliant chin. He had pretty much a good set of tools all around the block. I think the same could be said about Kell Brook, at a much lower level, of course, than Sugar Ray Robinson, but he's a well-rounded fighter. He doesn't have any significant weaknesses. He doesn't have any major strengths. Okay. On the other hand, we have Amir Khan. Okay. Now, Amir Khan is a battle-proven fighter. He's gonna fight till the end. He's got really fast feet and he's got really fast hands. He's got some decent power as well to go with that. Okay. What Amir Khan lacks in, obviously, which everybody has seen, is defense / chin. Okay. These two things have led him to get knocked out, and that is why everybody's giving it to Kell Brook. However, right, you've got to understand that Amir Khan is a very good boxer. He comes from a very good pedigree. Hasn't been outboxed in his entire career yet. Okay, we haven't seen him outboxed. The closest I've seen Amir Khan getting outboxed is when he fought Sal Alvarez in his last fight. Now, with these two facing off against each other, it's going to be really interesting to see how the two styles match up. Because when you look at it, Amir Khan's a much faster fighter. He's going to be outpointing Kell Brook simply because of his speed. Now, in my opinion, I think Kell Brook's a better boxer. I think he's got more, he's got a better boxing brain. He knows what to do in the ring a bit more than Amir Khan. Amir Khan, on the other hand, he knows when he's on the outside, his speed combats good boxing. Okay, you could be an excellent boxer, but in the first 4 rounds, you are not beating Amir Khan because his speed is going to overwhelm you. You're not going to see the punches coming, and he's got good footwork. That's what separates him and someone like Berto. Berto doesn't have good footwork. Amir Khan's got much better footwork, in and out, fast on his feet. He controls the ring really well under Virgil Hunter. And to be honest, Amir Khan doesn't have a really bad defense, but he does get caught by big shots. Okay, when these two are going to face off, I think where it's going to really, what it's going to fall down to is where the fight takes place. If it's taking place in Wembley Stadium, or I heard it's going to take place up north. If this fight takes place up north with Kell Brook's going to bring a huge crowd. Amir Khan's also got a lot of fans in the UK left as well. A lot of people will turn out to this fight. And it would be really interesting to see how Amir Khan performs under that pressure, because the thing is, when you're the fighter who potentially could get knocked out, and when you're the fighter who's gonna risk losing on points, the fighter who is gonna, is risking to get knocked out, the box, i.e. the boxer, is gonna fight a little bit more scared, and he's gonna fight a little bit more, a bit more on the, obviously he's going to fight on the back foot, and he's going to be a bit more wary. He might not perform under that pressure, whereas the fighter who's going for the knockout, who's going to get outpointed, he's going to come with a lot of confidence because he's not scared he's going to get knocked out, you see. So with these two facing each other, I think it's going to be very, very interesting how they both perform on the night, and this is what throws it in Amir Khan's favour in that regard, which is one of the most important factors, because Amir Khan will perform under the lights, where I think Kell Brook, he has not shown us that he can ever perform under the lights. He got put up against Triple G. He put up a good fight, in my opinion, and I rate him for that. And he battled Triple G, okay? But ultimately, he got his eye socket broken, and he stopped throwing punches, and Triple G stopped him. Amir Khan, when he fought Canelo, we don't need to talk about Amir Khan because we've seen Amir Khan in some really tough fights. Marcus Maidana, we saw him against Sal Alvarez. He fought. The thing is with Sal Alvarez, he caught him with one shot and knocked him out. Okay, so that wasn't really a battle as such. He just got knocked out. We've seen Amir Khan against Lamont Peterson. We know Amir Khan can go deep into the trenches, and he can battle to the bitter end. Okay, whatever his body will allow him. If he's standing, if his brain isn't, if he's not knocked out unconscious on that canvas, Amir Khan will battle. Kell Brook, on the other hand, has not shown us that he battles to the bitter end. When I say that, no disrespect, I mean he doesn't throw punches. Right? I mean, when we saw him against Golovkin, he felt Golovkin's power, and he couldn't hack it, and he stopped throwing punches. He stopped trying to win the fight towards the last, I'd say, 15 to 20 seconds when the towel got thrown in. Okay, we've seen Amir Khan in that sort of situation. He battles to the end. Marcus Maidana, he battles to the end. Now, having said this, Kell Brook never hit the canvas against Triple G, so in that sense, he did battle. But that's up to debate, you guys can disagree, it's fine, okay? In regards to this fight, right, everybody's saying this, when Kell Brook catches Amir Khan, it's over. What happens if that doesn't happen? And we've seen that time and time again throughout Amir Khan's career, okay? Excluding Canelo, excluding Danny Garcia, excluding Bradis Prescott, everybody goes in with a game plan. I'm going to knock Amir Khan out, and we're going to get him out of there in one punch. And then what happens? Yeah, we looked at 3 fights where he's got knocked out like that, right? But then what happens when he doesn't just drop in one punch? What if you just keep punching and he doesn't go anywhere, and you find that, you can't knock Amir Khan down, and the hype's not fulfilling its what it's meant to be. You hit Amir Khan, he doesn't go nowhere. What happens then? Luis Calazo's tried it, Dan Alexander's tried it, Marcus Maidana tried it, Zab Judah tried it, Kotelnik tried it. Man, you can go through Amir Khan's entire record. Lamont Peterson tried it. So many fighters have tried knocking Amir Khan out, and it's the game plan that they come in with throughout his career, and they think they can just get him out of there. But the thing is, Amir Khan does have a lot of heart, and if he's able to, he gives it his all till the very end, and you have to respect a fighter. Because look, Amir Khan, right? I mean, he does loads of charity work. He's not that much of a bad person. As everybody's got flaws, yeah. But I don't think he warrants the hate that he gets. He might annoy you. He might tick you off a little bit. You might not like what he does outside the ring. Some of you will like what he does outside the ring, but I still don't think he deserves the hate that he gets. And the thing about Amir Khan is he does give his 100. Okay, he always gives his best in that ring. Now, back in Kell Brook's court, Kell Brook definitely has. I mean, he's a natural 154 pounder. He's not a 147 fighter, and he's a 147/154/160 fighter. Okay, he's not a 160 fighter, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up there in about 2-3 years' time. Amir Khan could never go to 160 pounds and make it in that division, or I think Kell Brook could beat some 160 pounders. Amir Khan is going to struggle to beat the 147 pounders, and when I say that, I mean he could get knocked out by 147s. Okay, Khan's been knocked out at 140. Khan's been dropped out at 135 against Bradis Prescott. Kell Brook has also been. Was he knocked down? Yeah, he was knocked down in his career with an uppercut, I believe, or he got hurt early in his career when he was younger as well. But Khan's been knocked out periodically throughout his career, but Amir Khan has faced much tougher opposition than Kell Brook has. You see? So if Kell Brook fought all the fighters Amir Khan's faced, what is there to say that Kell Brook would... He's hit the canvas before, Kell Brook has. I'm sure he has. I'm sure I've seen a clip, or he got badly hurt. Okay? So what's there to say that Kell Brook would not have touched the canvas if he'd faced all these line of fighters, okay? Especially if they caught him with the punches Amir Khan's been caught with. Now, given, I'd say Kell Brook's got a better chin, but how much better is his chin? Do you see where I'm kind of going with this? So my point is this. Okay, Amir Khan's not got the brilliant chin, but what happens if Kell Brook hits him and Khan does not drop in one punch? What if he gets hurt? What if he gets dropped and gets back up? And he, under Virgil Hunt, he's learned how to survive. Now, Kell Brook is not Canelo Alvarez. Just remember this. Canelo knocked James Kirkland out with the same punch, and you look at the effect it had on James Kirkland. Okay? It's devastating. Canelo has done this to many opponents, okay? He can hit. Liam Smith got knocked out. Left hook to the body. It damaged him. He got dropped with a headshot as well. So Saul Alvarez has some mad power, especially when you're fighting someone from 147 pounds. So has Kell Brook got that power? Definitely not. I think you're deluding yourself if you think Kell Brook has that power. But I'm going to say this. The reason I made a video before saying Amir Khan should avoid Kell Brook is because if I was in Amir Khan's corner, you look at the risk and reward. Yeah, you get the money. But what happens if you lose that fight? The backlash that Amir Khan will see for losing this fight will haunt him forever. But I think it's a winnable fight for him. But I also think that all around the block, when you add up everything, I think Kell Brook is a more well-rounded fighter than Amir Khan overall. I think Amir Khan's got foot speed, he's got hand speed, and he's got a decent boxing brain, and he's got decent power. But Kell Brook carries all that. Maybe not as good as Amir Khan in terms of speed, maybe not as good as Amir Khan in terms of foot speed, but he's got more power than Amir Khan. He's got a better chin than Amir Khan. I think he's got a better boxing brain in certain regards than Amir Khan. And when I say boxing brain, Kell Brook does certain things better than Amir Khan. Amir Khan does other things. It's you really comparing two totally different things. When these two face each other, I think it's going to be a brilliant fight. And right now, I'm not going to make a final prediction because obviously the fight's not got made, but I'm just giving you a little breakdown how the fight could go. It could go one of these few ways, right? And we're going to look at different scenarios. Amir Khan could come in 12 rounds. Kell Brook, too slow to deal with Amir Khan, tries to time Amir Khan, catches Amir Khan now and again, but struggles to land the big hooks. And because he can't land the big hooks, he doesn't knock out. Maybe he does hit Khan with a hook, but Khan doesn't go nowhere. Okay, and there's a 12-round fight, and Amir Khan gets a comfortable, dominant 12-round victory. That's scenario one. Scenario two, similar to scenario one, but Amir Khan goes down in the fight, gets back up, messes around, stumbles a little bit, grabs Kell Brook, ties him up, uses the real estate that Virgil Hunt has taught him to use. And like in the Julio Diaz fight, like he goes down, he survives, and now he's much better at it. He survives. Okay, that's another scenario. Third scenario, Kell Brook comes in, gets out of box for first 4 rounds. Round 5, bang, big punch lands, left hook, right hand to the chin, and because Amir Khan's been knocked out several times, brain's not, he hasn't got the chin that he once upon a time might have had, gets knocked out. Devastating fashion, Kell Brook knocks Amir Khan out, the occasion gets to Amir Khan ended, Kell Brook victorious. That's scenario 3. They're the 3 scenarios which I can see happening, okay? Scenario 4, which is also similar to scenario 3 again, Kell Brook comes in, hurts Amir Khan, doesn't knock him out, gets him down 1 or 2 times in the fight. I can't see Amir Khan getting outboxed by Kell Brook, to be honest. But maybe Kell Brook gets a stoppage, or maybe Amir Khan cuts Kell Brook up. These are this is the way this fight will play out, and it's difficult to say what will happen because we don't know what sort of power Kell Brook has at 147 pounds, weight draining himself to 147 now. And when he faces Amir Khan, can Amir Khan take the punching power of Kell Brook at 147 pounds? Amir Khan has looked brilliant at 147. The other thing is this, Amir Khan is going to have punching power at 147. He didn't carry significant, he had some sting at 155 with Canelo, he stung Canelo. So at 147, Amir Khan does have power. He did drop Collazo several times where Keith Thurman couldn't. Okay, he knocked him down 3 times in the fight. Keith Thurman never knocked him down once. Amir Khan does have 147 pound punching power. Amir Khan will be pushing Kell Brook back at times, and Kell Brook will definitely feel it. But will Kell Brook catch Amir Khan in between? And I think Kell Brook will, and I just don't think personally. I think Amir Khan could take losses against other fighters, and the backlash won't be there like it will if he loses to Kell Brook. So if I'm in Amir Khan's corner, I say don't take the fight for that reason, because you've got more than enough money, you can make money elsewhere. I just don't think it's worth it taking the Kell Brook fight with the backlash that Khan will receive if I'm in Khan's corner. As a fan, I want to see it. Leave your comment section below, subscribe as always, Be Real TV, Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Amir Khan. Tell me who you think wins this fight. Both fighters carry intangibles, both fighters are very good. It's just, can Amir Khan stay on his feet for 12 rounds? Simple as that. In a bit, guys.